My dream about Pope Leo and Haiti. This dream is insane. Out of no damn where, they stated that he needs to go visit Haiti. But in the dream, what I saw was that they had like a charter with the nation of Haiti. And Haiti, because of Jovenel Moise, the last president of Haiti, that was assassinated. We might as well say last president of the Republic of Haiti that was assassinated, that was killed, that was murdered in Haiti. Him. He had removed the charter that Haiti had with the Vatican. And it looked like the charter was there from 1970. Because I see he was talking. He was in a room full of people. They're like, we need to get the charter back into Haiti. We need to get the Haitians to trust in the Vatican again. They were like, Haitians don't believe in the Vatican anymore. And above all, we see they are removing the saints from their laws. Well, we have Papa Legba, and then the little, and they were saying the one we had canonized to represent Papa Legba, they removed him. Well, we have Mother Mary that's supposed to represent Easily Donto. They removed Mother Mary. They just show you plain Easily Donto. And they were going on and on about each one of the saints that was supposed to represent the Loires down in Haiti. They were saying that the Haitians had removed those saints because the Haitians are talking about the saints ain't got nothing to do with Loire. The Loires and the saints are two different ecosystems. They have no association with each other. That's for the Vatican. Those are demons that belong to the Vatican. It do not belong to us. All roads don't lead to the Vatican. And they were like, we need to colonize their minds when they come to us. There is a mass decolonization going on the terrain. And so, mind you, he's in that room where they're talking about that they're not sure how the decolonization of the Vatican is happening over there in the terrain, but there is a massive decolonization of Catholic Vatican rules, and there's also another mass decolonization of Christendom on the terrain. And then he was saying maybe Haiti been OD'd on I'm not going to have a situation to the point that the Haitians feel like, hey, if I can pray and pray and pray and pray and pray and may never see this damn heaven, then what is this purpose? And if I'm forever a sinner, what is the purpose? If I will never see the pearly gates, what is the purpose? If I am eternally wicked and I am designed hellbound, what is the purpose? He said that we may have OD'd a country in victim into evilhood, hell and brimstone. We may have OD'd them over there. He said we need to get them back on their side. Let's not pretend that there's not a massive decolonization of what was brought on that terrain. And he was saying that. And then one of the cardinals was like, well, what we're going to have to start doing a lot of things. Number one, we're gonna stop flooding the country with guns and bullets. That's one thing. Number two, we're gonna have to stop sterilization. We're gonna have to stop injection of disease. We're going to have to he's like number three, we're going to have to find out what do they want as education. That we put some of this stuff that they want as education in the books. He's like, we're going to have to figure out how to talk to them. And he's like, well, we've done all kind of ritual. It's not working. We might have to touch the land itself and see if we can connect with the terrain. Because right now it's very hostile toward us. It's very hostile toward us. They're not a fan of us. And so what I see here, it's like a room full of them. They are trying to figure out what to do about this. They acknowledge there is a mass decolonization of Catholicism over there. They don't believe in Roman Catholicism. They don't believe in Anglican. They Catholics. They don't believe in that no more. And more people have backslide. They don't they don't wear rosary anymore. In the place of rosary, they wear lois now. And then also too, the image that they're praying to, they don't pray to saints anymore. They praying to the actual lois themselves now. He's like something really went south over there on that island with them. Um, he's like, we have to figure out how to get back on the terrain. He said these rituals are going to have to be done on the terrain itself. These rituals cannot be done outside the terrain, you know. And he's like, and I see somebody say, will it work? He said, we don't know. We don't know. We didn't know the Southern was celebrating that they found out I had some Haitian blood in me. They were celebrating over there. Let's see if that work, if that could be the catalyst that can make us reinstate this. And he said Jovenel was an enigma. Jovenel was bad for business, man. He was bad for business. He said people don't realize they're like Jovenel had cut the paper. They don't control the education. He's just Jovenel. We don't control the education in Haiti. He said we did it illegally when we went back to controlling, but legally we don't. We still don't control the education in Haiti. And he said, faith wise, legally we're not responsible for the belief system of the people of Haiti anymore. Illegally we are responsible, but legally we're not. We need to get all these things back going into Haiti legally. They're going to have to be a legal government over there to sign all this to make it legal. He said a lot of attention is going to have to be paid to who is elected over there. This is very important. He said something that very fascinating me. He said we have to wait 7 years after Jovenel's death to have presidency over there. Something that can be controlled by us, not anybody. You know, hmm we hear they're asking for change. When they're asking for change on that terrain, they are not just asking for political change on that terrain. When they're talking about new allies, they are not just talking about new political allies, new economic allies, new educational allies. That is not what they're talking about. They're talking about new allies in every spectrum of human activity. That is what they're talking about. And that means the Vatican must go. That's what they're talking about over there. They don't want us as an ally. They don't view us as an ally. Have we done some things over there that we're not happy about? Yes. Did illiteracy go down or did illiteracy go up over there? Illiteracy went up over there. The world, Leo said, the world don't realize Haiti was more literate than it is now. There is more illiteracy now in Haiti than when we came on board. So we have more illiterate Haitians now. And the Haitians blame us for that because we are controlling the education. And then also, too, they blame us. They said we do not teach the people about Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Emperor the First. We own this Toussaint nonsense. Toussaint who never stepped foot into Haiti. Toussaint died in France. He said they have a lot of bones to pick with us. We've got to right this wrong with them. He said we have a big hill to climb with them. They don't trust us. They don't like us. And we never made any good faith will toward them. You know, and he's like, it's going to be a hard hill to climb with them. They're not feeling us. There were errors we're giving them crosses to put up that had been sacrificed, that had been sanctified, that had been canonized with certain saints. They're no longer putting them up in the country anymore. They're not doing that anymore over there. They don't care about it. And another problem we know a lot of the churches are being burnt over there. They're getting violent. It unplugs from the terrain. You cannot have that massive destruction of church and think you're still plugged in. We're not plugged in anymore over there. We had better figure out how to plug back into that ecosystem over there. We had better figure out how to appeal to their greater conscience. We are unable to appeal to it. It is like they have a wall up. They don't trust us. They don't like us. They view us as bad news. They don't believe we brought anything of value to the table. And he said, we're not the only one that have that problem. The whole Western economic system have a problem with them. The Haitians don't want any integration with that. Not only that, they have a problem. The Haitians don't want any political integration from them neither. We have better figure how to make them like us. And then this guy said, well, what do we do? He said, I might need to go over there. They said, what? We might have to figure out a reason why I'm on that terrain. And man said, are you going to kiss the terrain? He said, I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. They was mad about the first time the Pope, they said, this damn Pope came over and kissed the damn ground and cursed the earth. So he said, we might have to refrain from kissing the earth. He said, this is big. They are deconverting in droves over there. In droves, lightning fast, lightning speed. They are actually taking the saints and they're throwing them in fires. They're actually burning everything that have to do with Catholicism. They don't want anything to do with it. He said it's like they're repropagating their belief system over there. Something went bad over there. Something didn't go right on that terrain. Maybe we didn't need to be that cruel. Maybe we need to have a little bit of understanding. But we need to figure out how to reconvert them. He said it's not easy. It's going to be hard. Hard to deal with people that feel like you're unworthy. You're untrustworthy. You're worthless. You're useless. He said we're dealing with people that feel like the Vatican is useless. It's worthless. It's a dead institution. What is this dead institution talking to me for? What is this institution that's all about hatred of my ancestors, all about hatred of my DNA, all about hatred of my inheritance, all about hatred of my revolution? What is this about? He said they felt like we pulled our pants down and we took a crap on their revolution. So they're really upset about that. And we have to admit they're really upset about how they're being sold to the planet. He said one of the biggest things we just realized, they realized the planet is not allowed to know who they are. They're only allowed to know the official narrative, which is poverty, which is starvation, which is disease, which is death, which is hell and brimstone on them. And they don't like that. We better figure out how to clean this stuff up and make them like us. And I just see he's talking, but he's talking in a room full. I don't know if it's cardinals, popes. It was just a bunch of them. They were over there and they were in a room full and they were talking about reconversion of Haiti because they realized the place had deconverted and they realized the Haitians not feeling them. And they realized the Haitians view the Vatican is worthless. Because he said the Haitians view the Vatican is worthless. And the Haitians view the Vatican as a dead institution. One that need to be done with on this planet. One that brings nothing of value to the table. And one that didn't bring anything good for us. It was all bad for us. It was good for them, bad for us. And so they're over there. I can see them having dialogue about it, and they were shocked. And that was it. That was it with that dream. I was like, oh, this is interesting. They acknowledge that people don't care for them. They acknowledge that people view the Vatican as a dead institution. And they don't know how to reconvert them. And they also acknowledge there's a massive deconversion going on over there. And the deconversion, it's pretty much going in the direction they didn't want it to. Like they did everything to move it away from Buddhism, and it's going that route. They're not moving to Kabbalists. They're not moving to Christendom. They're not moving. That's where they're moving to. The very religion that they stripped them, what they were attempting to strip, is that's where they're going to, because the people can't connect. And for me, I feel like the reason people couldn't connect because when you tell someone that they can pray, 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 maybe there is a slither of chance they may get to the pearly gates, but if they slip one time, they're going to end up where they're destined to end up in hell and brimstone, and that they are eternally evil, and that the Loirs are demons in their heads. How can a Loir be a demon when a Loir have nothing to do with a demon? How can Loirs have anything to do with something having to do with them? It was like they took Lucifer which is not in voodoo, and they brought it, say, hey, this is what they praying, but Lucifer ain't got nothing to do with voodoo. Do you know what I'm saying? Mary ain't got Mother Mary ain't got nothing to do with voodoo. Nothing whatsoever to do with voodoo. All those canonized saints that ain't got nothing to do with voodoo. Voodoo and Catholic is two totally different things, two totally different ecosystem. But somehow they were trying to convince people that laws are demons. Laws are not demons. Laws and demons are two different animal, two different kind of elemental beings, you know? So I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. You can't train people to hate their ancestors. You can't train people to hate their religion. You can't train people to hate their history. You can't train people to hate the essence of who they are with this word called reform. Reform. I tell people the word reform means hate your ancestors, hate your true history, hate your land, hate your culture, hate the essence of who you are. That's what the word reform means. Most people don't realize that on this planet. I said, I tell them, hate the essence of who you are. That's what the word reform means. We need to reform over there. And it failed miserably over there. You cannot do that. You can't indoctrinate people to hate the essence of who they are when you're not hating the essence of who you are. That's hypocrisy at its highest. But that was my dream of the whole damn thing. I was like really shocked. And I said, Haitians, he might be coming to that damn land for reconnection to see if they can reconnect. And they can do some kind of ritual to reconnect because they realize there's no connection. In my dream, he's like, there's no connection. Don't nobody know how they disconnected, but they disconnected people. They're not connected to our system here. They disconnected around the corner. And they acknowledged they probably couldn't connect. They couldn't connect. It was too dark. It was too negative. Maybe we OD, you know. So it's like they realized we may have OD'd him on it. It was too negative. It's too dark. Those poor people couldn't connect. We want for them to connect, but we didn't make the avenue for them to connect. You know, if you want something to connect, you got to make the avenue for them to connect. We didn't give them room for them to connect. You know, so I'm like, I don't give a damn. You want somebody to connect, you make the avenue for them to connect. You can't be out here beating them on top of the head with a wood and talk about connect, beating them on top of the head with a stick and saying connect here now. And then you get mad when they're not connected. And you know, y'all been passing out guns, we know that. Bullets too, organ harvesting. Y'all been doing a whole lot of stuff that's ungodly. The God you praying to. Look like a dirty God y'all praying to. That's how the Haitians view this shit, if you ask me. But anyway, please like and please like and subscribe. And I'm surprised? No, I ain't surprised. I ain't surprised. Nowhere on this planet has ever worked where you make people hate their ancestors, hate their culture, hate their language, hate the essence of who they are. It never worked, people. In all four corners, it never worked. It worked for a small time, but after that, it stopped working. Please like and subscribe. And Haiti's no different. Everywhere they tried it, crap, it never worked. But they always doing dumb shit, expecting a great result. Please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.